This video, guys, is a Christmas tag video. I don't remember whether it's called the ultimate Christmas tag, but it's the first Christmas tag I've ever done, so I'm going to call it my first Christmas tag video. I did not create this tag. It was created by Sam over on her channel. I'm going to just check. It's called Sam's Nonsense. I will link it above and below. And actually, it's a really lovely tag. It's 12 questions, which obviously is fitting with it being the 12 days of Christmas. And 12 questions, 12 festive Christmas questions that I'm going to attempt to answer for you today succinctly now, because I've spoken for too long before the tag even started. Oh, my life. So, I should start by saying I'm not very good at this. I've not planned my answers this time. I'm just jumping straight in with the questions. I'm hoping that something productive is going to come out of my mouth. So question 1, I'll put all the questions below as well, so you can do this yourself. And I think that you should, because so far it's been a hoot. Question 1, what are your Christmas traditions or routine? Now, I work in retail, so a Christmas routine is hard to figure out, because your days off around Christmas during the retail, your days off from retail during the Christmas period are changeable, especially when you work in retail, like, well, it's for any retail I suppose, but retail for me at the moment is clothes, and that means sales, and that means like a Boxing Day sale or a Christmas sale, and it just means being there for a lot longer. And so I can't really think of, I don't have a routine in terms of what days different things happen. However, there is a tradition that has been going on with my family for a little while, maybe 4-5 years, and actually it's a really cute tradition that I think you guys would really enjoy. So basically, my mum used to make stockings for all of us, and that's just what she's done for a long time. And then people started, getting partners, having children. The family just kind of, what's that word? Blossomed, we'll say that. And so the idea of my mum having to pay for and create all of these stockings was too much. So we came up with this little idea. Essentially, this is what happens. There are 12 of us partaking in this stocking tradition, and each person buys 11 presents. So you're contributing to the stockings of everybody else, and the price limit is £1. It's a really cute, cool tradition. So you have to go out and buy 11 £1 presents, put them in the stockings. Actually, wait, I have my stocking here. Do you want to see it? I found it in my Christmas decorations box. One of these is mine and one of these is Jay's. I will show you them both because they're cute. Yeah. And so you buy your 11 presents, you put them in the stockings, and everybody gets a stocking with presents in it, and everybody shares the price as well. But it's also a surprise for everyone, because obviously Mum knows what's in all of them. It's a really lovely tradition, and I really suggest you guys do it. You get some weird and wacky presents. You can get like Terry's chocolate orange, or you can get like a scratch card. You can go to the pound shop and go nuts. I mean, one year my brother got us all DVDs from the pound shop, and we all ended up with random DVDs. My grandmother, Nana V, got Saw, which was hysterical. I must try and find that photo, and I'll try and put it on top for you to see, because it's really funny. He got a CDs one year as well, and I had a Doris Day Christmas album, which I will say is absolutely fantastic. Love it. But it was just chance, You don't have to buy individual presents for the individual people. You can just buy 11 Terry's chocolate oranges if you want to. That's completely up to you, but it's just a really cute, fun tradition that we do on top of our normal present buying and giving and receiving. I need a drink. There's something wrong with me. I don't know why I put in this. Maybe it's the festive tea. Maybe the festive tea has done its job. It's done what it said on the box. Marks and Spencer's, to take it all back. It's not normal but lovely. It is lovely and exceptional. Good grief. See, this is what happens when you film a bunch of videos together. I'll let you in on a little secret. I've just filmed 2 videos and they were like warm-ups, and they get me talking for this video this time round. Oh dear, this is going to be so long. I'm going to say right now, I may do the first 6 questions now and the next 6 questions in another video, because oh my days, this is going to be too long. I'm sorry guys, I like to chat. The other Christmas tradition we have, which you might like, well, isn't really an original one, but it's a Secret Santa. And of my generation, my brother and sister and cousins and partners, we do a Secret Santa, so we each just get one person to buy for, and that's always fun because we do it online, so everybody's a surprise. Although my sister always works out who has who, who has whom, who has whom has who. Who gets who they get, yeah, so that's always fun. And you'll be delighted to know that I've finished shopping for mine this year. Oh, I'm on the ball. So that's quite nice. I'm going to move on from the question 1 now, because the time is ticking and it's killing my soul. Question 2, favourite Christmas book. Now when I saw this, I panicked a little bit, because I thought to myself, I haven't got / read very many Christmas books. The first one that came to mind was Skipping Christmas, which is by, oh my lord, who's it by? John Grisham, I think it's by, and I read it a few years ago. I don't have it anymore. Because I read it and passed it on because I felt like it was a nice thing to pass on, and I really enjoyed it. But then I realised that I do have Christmas books. I will show you my favourite because it came to me in a moment of clarity. Obviously I have Christmas books. This is the Nigella Christmas book. This is my favourite Christmas book because I adore her, I adore Christmas, I adore food, I adore Christmas food. And this book is beautiful. I mean, it's been really lovingly laid out. I will try and find, oh, I've just turned to a page, something they actually do make every year, gingerbread stuffing. Oh guys, I'll try and find a link to the video and I'll link it below because it is a stunning stuffing that I urge you all to have in your repertoire. Oh, here we go, another one. Christmas sprouts. Nothing says Christmas to me more than a sprout with some pancetta and chestnuts and marsala, and I have them every year and I wouldn't have Christmas without them. This is my favourite Christmas book. It goes everywhere with me in December. I take it to bed. I have it by the side of me when I'm watching telly. I have it at the dining table. In the kitchen, obviously. I genuinely cook from this book quite a lot, and it's not just the cooking from it, sometimes it's just the reading it or the flicking through and looking at things and looking at pictures and thinking whether you want to make something new or something you've always wanted to try. But yeah, this is my favourite Christmas book. Oh, I love it. I'm having to resist the urge to look at it now, in fact, just with you. Maybe we should just have a little video of us reading it together. How fun would that be? Okay, question 3. First Christmas memory. Now, if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you will know that my memory is not how memories are supposed to work. They're supposed to work differently, and my mind doesn't work like everybody else's. So my first Christmas memory is a very tricky one. I did pause for 2 minutes before I started this video and try to think about what memories I could remember from Christmas that were last year, and I thought of some memories, but in retrospect I'm thinking they might have been birthday memories because they were from when I was a child, and I think they might have been memories from birthdays, not Christmas. But I finally did remember one, and I wasn't even that old, but I do remember a Christmas memory of me and my sister when, I don't know how old I was, but the reason I remember it was because I got my first CD player. It was a big beast of a thing that had 2 separate speakers, and it was either a Sony or a Panasonic, I have no idea. It was black, because they were all just black then. I remember getting it, and the reason I remember getting it is because my sister and I snuck downstairs at ridiculous o'clock, probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, having not slept at all. And went downstairs and sat in front of the presents for hours looking at them and just picking them up and being like, oh, what do you think this is going to be, and putting it back and being like, oh my goodness, talk about delayed gratification. But I do remember that, and the reason I remember it is because I had a CD player, was because I remember opening a CD shaped box on the sly without my parents knowing. Oh my god, they don't know this. Opening it very, very carefully, like peeling the tape back and looking inside and seeing that it was Bon Jovi's Crossroads album, which is officially the first CD I ever owned. Yeah, I'm cool. What a great CD. And I remember getting really excited and then folding it back and putting the tape back on and putting it back behind other things so they would never know. But now I've told them. I don't know how old I was at this point. I could have been way too old for that story to have been cool. I don't know when CDs came out. I remember being in the old house that we used to live in. I remember it. I have no idea how old I was. It's a memory from Christmas. It's kind of cute. And now you all know. So there we go. You got one. I'm surprised you got one, to be honest. Question 4 is the favourite gift you've ever received. I mean, good lord. Complete loss. Complete and utter memory loss for this question. I have, which makes me sound really ungrateful, and I'm not at all ungrateful. I am super, super grateful for all the presents I've ever received from everybody. It's just trying to recall them now on camera is the problem. I might have to just skip this question because I don't know. I have had such lovely and thoughtful presents from Jay over the years, like so many to even recall to you now. I can't. He's really generous and he's bought me so much, and so have my parents and siblings and friends, and but I can't distinguish what was birthday, what was Christmas, what year it was. I just don't know, guys. I'm terribly sorry, but yeah, I have no excuse. I love getting presents. It's lovely. Please don't stop. I just can't remember to tell you right now. I'm so sorry. I feel like that's a letdown. I should have an answer to that question. But then I turn to my shelves for inspiration to see, like, oh, what can I remember? And all these are brand new, so I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Let's move on to question 5. We're only on question 5. Good grief. Your go-to genre to read at Christmas. Easy. Food. At Christmas time, I read about food. It's one of the reasons why I'm not reading the novels I'm supposed to be reading right now. I've put them down and I'm reading cookbooks. And I'm not apologising for that. I love Christmas cookbooks. I have Nigel Slater's Christmas Chronicles up there, but I'm yet to open it, and I just cannot wait to dive in. Cannot wait to food. This is question 6, and this is the last question for this segment, guys. Is there a holiday tradition you've never tried but want to? I like the idea of being able to burn an actual Yule log. So obviously Yule logs in this country are a chocolate cake. It's like a Swiss roll rolled up with buttercream or cream inside. It's got a chocolate frosting on the outside, and it's decorated to look like a log, and I love them. We love them in this house. I can't have Christmas without a Yule log, but I've always wanted to do the actual Yule log tradition and get a log, and you're supposed to pass it around the house and everyone's supposed to touch it and make a Christmas wish, and then you burn the log. And I think that is something that I would love to try. I just don't have the means in my life to burn a log. But I think that's really cute, and I think that's a lovely thing to be able to do. I'd like to try that. Guys, I'm gonna stop now, and we're gonna go on to another video where you'll see part 2 of these questions. I can't help it. Christmas is too exciting. There's too much to say. But thank you very much for watching if you made it this far, and I will speak to you in the next part very, very soon. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna record it right now. Bye.